This isn't Good Morning, IWC. It's a brand new day. Good evening, IWC is about to start.
Yeah. Good evening, IWC. Here we back again. Another night, another headline breaking in. Who's talking loud? Who just crossed the line? We break it down live, every rumor, every side. Good evening, IWC. Let's run it. Hot takes headlines. Yeah, we run it. Turn the volume up, let the whole world see. Real talk wrestling straight from the IWC. Lights low, check low, yeah, the crowd tuned in. From the indie grind all the way to the main event. Predictions, reactions, yeah, we go astray. If you disagree, jump in, let's debate. Good IWC, let's run it. Hot takes headline, yeah, we run it. Turn the volume up, let the whole world see. Real talk wrestling straight from the IWC.
And what's good with everybody? You got Sped, you got Mob. It's raining in Pennsylvania. I think it's snowing in Boston area, isn't it? In your area?
Not yet. We just dealing with rain.
Oh, my bad. I forgot to do that, folks. I forgot. We were on the... There we go. Now say something.
Yep, we just dealing with rain. We
Yeah.
ain't got to deal with snow yet. Hopefully, we ain't got to see that.
Yeah, no, I seen Maine, and it's going up towards Stampede's area. So if you guys missed out on yesterday, we will be starting to air some of the point taken highlights on here before the show. So good evening, IWC. This is not good morning no more. Every now and again we'll go good morning. I think we'll probably do that when there's a big pay-per-view. What do you think? Do a big
Yeah.
pay-per-view, go good morning, IWC.
Pulling a guest, I'm down with it.
Yeah, pulling a
Absolutely.
guest, yeah, type of deal. Would be all good on that. But hey, man, I hope you're having a good day, and we're going to get jumping in on this. We got Night of Champions that we're talking about. We're going to be talking about WWE watching AEW, the New Japan Pro Wrestling Cup, the vision of New Japan, and much, much more. And we're going to start this off with our first 10-minute spot of the night, and that's all because you guys see it's above my head now. All because the United States and Israel are at war with Iran, and there's reports that Night of Champions and potentially WrestleMania 42 are in jeopardy due to that. Now, I have experience, and I'll give my take on this in a second. I have experience in about this because I've seen these guys over in Iraq, WWE do their thing. Now, let me ask you, do you think Night of Champions will get canceled in Saudi Arabia and come back to the States or go over to Europe?
It's gonna be a tough one. I'll tell you like this: if there isn't already a war, we're dealing with greedy motherfuckers, bro. It's
Oh,
gonna
no, there's a
stay there.
war. There's a war. You can't tell me that this is going on for about 3-4 weeks now, and a bunch of missiles. People are dying. Cluster missiles are coming in. You're using lasers. You're using all this good stuff. You can't tell me that this is not a war. This is a war.
No, we know that. We know that.
Oh, yeah.
We know that. But when you're dealing with greed, positions to be, TKO. Let me just throw that out there. If somehow they're convinced that they can make this happen, and the money's right, I don't know if we're looking at a definite cancel. I'll say 99% this gets canceled or goes somewhere else. But there's a 1% chance that, listen, greed is greed, bro. So I won't guarantee it gets canceled. I'm just going to say I hope it gets canceled. And this is why they shouldn't have been playing in these areas. I think they should have focused on, maybe the UK, United States, even Mexico, which is crazy with everything going on. But um, this just wasn't the spot. So if they do what's good for everybody, they'll cancel this show and they'll start looking for a new place. If the greed sets in, the longer I don't hear them cancel it, I mean, the longer I'm gonna worry about them not canceling.
Yeah, no, and I get that. I get that. I think my app just froze on our draft. I just picked both people. And now it just draft now. Yes,
Thug life.
it kicked me out. The hell! I'm playing now. I already got my people.
Get
All right,
out of here.
all
Do
right.
not
So
pass go.
yeah, do not pass go. No, all right. So from my experience, and these guys did come over to Baghdad. They've been over to Balad area, Mosul, Afghanistan area. Uh, that was they could get they can get a security detail. I'm trying to think of how to explain this to civilians right now. They can get a civilian security detail.
Can't stop a missile.
That's the thing. You can't. Well, you can, if it's positioned in the right spot. But you're in Saudi Arabia, okay? And I don't think you can in Saudi Arabia. Look, there's a lot of things going on. We keep saying that we're fighting, to stop nuclear, warfare.
Yeah.
But at the same time, okay, if that's the case, then what the hell are we doing with Russia? Why aren't we playing this game with Russia? This is all about oil. All right, it's like what Dave Chappelle said back in the day. Oil, the hell you talking? Oil, bitch. What? Who talking about oil? Run! They get on that. Yeah, type of deal. Like that. That's how it went down back in the day, and that's how it is. So, but like, I can see WWE going over, even unless the war is legit in Saudi Arabia where they're getting bombed and they're getting, shot at and there's an invasion going on, blah, blah, blah. I don't see this going past that. I don't see them going away from that. WWE has a track record of doing things that are out of the ordinary,
Yeah.
But
Unsafe, maybe.
yeah, well, yes,
Not
let's talk.
saying the in-ring stuff because they're super cautious with that.
Well,
But
Owen Hart.
as far as taking chances, going places, unsafe.
Well, see, the thing is you're right. They should have took a chance in the UK department. They should have went to Europe in general. Dip your toes into Japan. And definitely in the Pacific area because wrestling in the island of Samoa, stuff like that, you could have boomed even
I would have
more.
rather had you go all the way to Ireland than go to Saudi Arabia.
I see Ireland's nicer. Ireland's beautiful, like Northern
And this
Ireland.
is my thing. I might take a trip out there, visit some bars, get Irish with some people out there.
That's what I'm saying.
This just isn't really for me, and it's
No.
not like like a Muslim or one of those type of things. I know plenty of Muslim people I got hella love for.
Yeah, I love my
It's
boys.
it's about you just going out there and taking unnecessary risks for a little bit extra chicken when you don't need the chicken.
You don't need that chicken. You're exactly right. You don't need that chicken. The problem is this, people that don't understand is you hit the nail on the coffin earlier. It's greed, GREED. These guys want that money, they want that bread, they want that cheddar, whatever you want to call it. They want to, they want the control. That's what it is. They want control. And everyone around here is gonna be like, "Whoa, Sped, hold on, No, look, I have experience. I did 2 tours over in Iraq. All right, I've seen these guys twice over in Iraq. Okay,
You coming from a place of knowledge, information. People need to take that in.
but that's the thing. Like, they don't listen to veterans when they speak on this stuff. They're like, "You don't know what you're talking about, bitch." And I'm saying bitch to everyone, male, female, I don't care. All right, because I don't know you. Cat Williams said it the best. I don't use it in a bad way. I don't know you, so that's how it's going to be called. All right? So, and that's how it is. I'm sorry, folks. All right? You guys call me
No
Sped.
apology.
It's just how it is. But when you look at someone and they're like, oh, what do you know? I know a lot about this because I did it. I know about it because I've seen it. I've been there. I've seen Santa come out and, in middle of Baghdad, Iraq. I've seen, all that good jazz. I've seen John Cena versus the Big Show, or you know what I mean. I'm just throwing out names now. I know John Cena was
Well,
there, but like it's weird to talk about this. Night of Champions, I get it, it might be in doubt, but if they do come, we got 2 minutes left. If they do come to the States, where do they go?
if they come to the States, I don't know. I'm looking at the same usual brew, probably Las Vegas,
Nope.
California.
No.
You think where you think they're going? You think they're going to the smaller market?
Cleveland, Boston, they're going out. Night of Champions is in the summer. Night of Champions is in the summertime.
I'll definitely take Boston. Take a trip
I'll
down.
I'll be up there with you, right
Yeah.
up there.
I'll take
Man,
that.
did you miss your pick?
Maybe.
Ah!
Probably.
That's
Shit,
hilarious.
yeah.
I might miss my pick too.
Yeah, it happens.
It
Nope,
does.
I don't think so. I'm up in 7 picks. I ain't missing yet.
I'm
6
up in
picks.
15 picks. 15. All right,
Yeah,
it's bull
I
crap.
ain't missing yet.
14
I'm on there.
picks.
I might just steal a reliever. I need a reliever out this
Hold
shit.
on, man.
Go.
Oh, they took my reliever. No! No! You guys suck.
Bogart's still out there.
Yeah, he is.
Obviously not. I mean, not a pitcher, but
No. No, I need a
I
couple of
need a
pitchers.
reliever, man.
I need relievers. That's what I need more than anything. And bench players.
There's none. There's none. Like
No.
none worth picking right now.
No, not until later on in the year. You got to really watch it. Yeah, if everyone's like, "Why are you guys talking about that? We're here for wrestling." My bad. Listen, I can see Miami potentially getting Night of Champions.
I could see that.
Or
And
Orlando.
I might take that. See, that's all I'm asking is put it in a place where I at least got to think about if I want to go.
Yeah,
If Miami, I might go. Let me
if
go
it's-
visit South
yeah.
Beach. You know what I'm saying? Go visit the Scarface house
Oh
again. take
yeah,
some
that's what I'm
pictures.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, so give me a reason to go. Don't send it with somewhere where I know I'm not going.
I know, right? Like that's one of the worst feelings ever.
It's like, bro, waste my money on a pay-per-view when I could throw a couple extra $100 and just go there.
Exactly. Like, do the New Japan model. Go to fucking Trenton, New Jersey. I'm playing. Don't do that. Just go to Philly. Go to Philly.
Go anywhere where there's within driving distance from me. I'll make it.
Yeah, go down to Hershey then. Let's go. Right down to Hershey, right there.
Absolutely.
It'd be a big middle finger if they did it in D.C.
Yeah, it would be. It would
Pull
be
the
for sure.
plug and go right to D.C. with it. That shit would be funny, though. Think about that.
This is about to be a tough pick, man.
Oh,
I
damn,
got-
you're picking now.
I got put on spot, bro. I got put on spot. You know what I'm gonna do? Oh well. Go ahead.
I had to redo that.
All right. Now, let's get to the next one. We would have 2 TVs in Gorilla, and they would be watching AEW. This is obviously the WWE paying to watch AEW story for anybody who isn't paying attention. They were trying to change the show to compete with what they were doing, which means they're watching AEW and counter program it actual live TV. I'll never forget me and my tag partner, Oni Lorcan. We were scheduled to have a 30-minute main event. I was really excited about it. We had 3 segments. I was like, man, we're tag champs. We're going to be able to go out there and really kill it. Now, let's dive into this and what's going on here. Now that they've been outed, this isn't the first time WWE's been outed for watching other programs, whether it was WCW, ECW, etc., NWA, a bunch of different programs.
Yep.
But for the people that think that this doesn't happen, now that there's a payroll
Involved?
obligated,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
payroll.
God. Yeah.
obligated to pay people to watch AEW, to maybe look at potential stars, change programming, counteract jabs, etc. How are you feeling about this?
All right, listen. I've always known this happens. They even
Of
said
course.
they did it with TNA,
Of course.
back in the day. So, I mean, come on. This was later on. We're gonna be talking about, and it's right there. Views up, right? How
Yeah.
AEW is sneaking up on NXT. Okay.
Yeah.
If they're really watching AEW, they're doing nothing. to change NXT or WWE around at all. Think about it in this perspective. Think about it in this perspective, folks. WWE, NXT, son of a bitch. Everybody keeps taking my people. WWE and NXT, they they're the same, of course, but you're watching a product that you say you have no worries about, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, at the same time, you're worried. If you're watching and you're not changing, they're gonna sneak up on your ass, and we're gonna talk about that later and everything. But that's the thing, though, man. AEW, NXT needs to change, and he's right. They're not doing anything to change anything. The males, we all laugh at Birthright, because Birthright is
It's a joke.
it's a
They
joke.
can't even use their last names.
Yeah, exactly. Like what kind
Are
of
you a birthright of a name you can't use?
exactly? Like what
Come
is
on,
this?
bro.
What is this? Oh wow, wow. Stanton was still on the board in the 15th round.
Oh Jesus, you got him?
Yeah, I just picked him.
That's nice.
That
That's a good
damn.
one.
But like the thing is yeah, wow, that's crazy. That threw me the fuck off. Oh wow, I'm
Nice.
definitely picking you up next. This dude plays first, second, and third.
Yeah.
So look, they keep saying they're not in competition. They are full of it. Okay? And he's right.
course
That's
they
the
are.
quote that he said down there. We're not in competition. We're never in competition. You're full of it. That's what he's saying. My question to you is this, all right? Why do new fans, okay, think that, hey, WWE doesn't have to watch New Japan, AEW, TNA, Hog, Reality of Wrestling, MCW, Three Legacy Wrestling, whatever it is. Why do they think they don't have to watch that to level up?
It's crazy because when you really think about it, it's like this. Look here. I know people get into these weird tribalism takes, and it's like, oh, that's a WWE guy, that's AEW guy. Here's the thing. 99 probably percent of every one of these wrestlers you see in a company has wrestled for another promotion before that or prior to that. So everything's competition.
Oh yeah.
They need to watch other promotions to know who they're gonna sign, whether it be WWID, whether it be Dustin Rhodes wrestling, school, whether it be this or that. They're always watching each other, or they wouldn't know what talent to sign. So if you think that WWE don't watch AEW, but they knew they wanted Ricky Starks and they
Yep.
wanted Penta, and
Yep.
it's
Well,
they're admitting if they're telling you they're watching, or
it's
they
like
wouldn't know this guy.
it's like what Static said right here, New Japan, right there, boom. All right.
Yeah.
Think about it in this perspective. Who turned down a WWE contract at the Wrestle Kingdom 20?
Knockout
Knockout.
brothers.
Right off the rip. They turned it down. Because
Yeah.
why? WWE is not the B and all B.
Not no
Again,
more.
we're going to be talking about the vision of New Japan here coming up as well. That was one of my arguments, So, WWE, yes, they need to change a little bit. No, they do not need to become Charlie Zulu Whiskey CZW. All right, they don't need to become AEW. They don't need to become ECW 2.0. They don't need to become New Japan 2.0. They still need to be WWE. They still need to do what they've been doing, but they need to do it better. All right, for 5 years, 4, 5, 6 years, whatever it is, Rhea Ripley as a main event is not setting the tone for more stars to be made. All right, 5, 6 years of Roman Reigns winning, I understand. Your men's division was doo-doo on a goddamn stick, so I get that. But your women's division is literally on top. But there's plenty of times where you could have given Kevin Owens during that time. There's been plenty of times where you could have given it to maybe Sami Zayn or
Sammy, please. Sammy's overdue.
Sammy's a transitional champion like Damian Priest. If someone gets hurt, that's the man you give the title to. Mick Foley was like that. Sadly, there are transitional champions out there. Not everyone could be an Obafemi or a Braun Breaker. Bronson Reed may be a transitional champion
They should
potentially.
say it. Hangman Page is a transitional champion.
I don't know about that one. We can argue that all day. I don't think
People ain't
Hangman.
looking at it. It's look how quick that's why they had to get him out that scene. but I don't want to make it about him. That's a whole nother segment.
That is a whole new segment that we could talk about right there. Holy shit! Everybody's just destroying my life. Like, God, man, stop taking people.
That was me.
Oh man. But yeah,
Look,
no. WWE needs to do better if they're watching AEW and New Japan and all these other places. Other than that, just stop it.
can I say one?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
say this. They need to focus on better creative. Only watch those companies to see who want to sign. It's clearly not helping with your rating.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. So this one's only gonna be a 5-minute, but we have a new Cup champion, Callum Newman. Sorry, Newman. Callum Newman versus Yota Ushi as well for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, April 4, 2026. Look, I had some highlights for this match. This was a beautiful match. I don't know if you went back and watched it. This was one of my favorite. This is not this match in general. I'm talking about the New Japan Pro Wrestling Cup. All right, the Cup is one of my favorites now. The introduction of it, the tournament wise, everything about it was beautiful. Japan does amazing work with tournaments. Where do you think this leads? With Newman.
I mean, I think they made him. I'm looking at it like
Your
this
pick is
is
up.
one of the. What'd you say?
You're picking now.
Oh shit! But I think they made him. So I'm gonna say this. I think this lines him up to be in a position where, I mean, they could do a bunch of different things with him. They talk about new contracts. They obviously lost a bunch of people, etc., etc. It's a way to make somebody. And Callum got the look. He got the obviously in-ring ability, and I love the cut. It's one of my favorite things too.
No,
So
yeah. Well, I mean, and this goes into this one right here. Hiroshi, and I'm going to put them both together anyway. Hiroshi
yeah,
Tanahashi looking to increase pay and introduce multi-year deals for New Japan
yeah,
Pro Wrestling wrestlers. Discuss the idea of talents being under contract, while based overseas. Look,
yeah.
Stampede said he's the ace for a reason. And we can go back to this one right here. He put this together. He's putting New Japan above everything else. Okay? Look, we said it earlier. Yoda Ice and Oscar turned down a very nice offer by WWE. Did stay in New Japan. Why? Because what they said in Philly, trust the process. And that's what they're doing in New Japan, is trusting their ace.
Yeah. I think like this. This is what the fans want. Even though a lot of this is in kayfabe, this is what a lot of those New Japan wrestlers want.
Yep.
I think a lot of New Japan wrestlers would have stayed there had this been the case, because I think they genuinely love the strong style. They're aggressive. They love to be out there, right, Sped?
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah. Yeah.
when I look at this, and I'm talking about like the Bryan Danielsons and stuff, if you could have gave them multi-year contracts back in the day, they might have never went mainstream, because I
Ever.
think it's genuinely the rush that they like, right? So if you, first of all, shout out to Tony, and I don't want to make this about AEW, but him being able to do dual contracts right now is giving your guys multi-year contracts.
Yep.
Whether it's 2 years New Japan, 2 years AEW, or a conglomeration of both, to get Gabe Kidd for 4 years on a dual, that's technically a long-term contract for New Japan, because Tony will let you utilize these wrestlers, right?
Yep. Yep.
But it also gives them the ability to be able to do 4-6 year contracts on their own, and Tony taking the burden off of them. People don't realize how good this relationship is doing and how much it's been flourishing. And I think eventually New Japan will be able to give out big contracts. And I'm not saying it will be thanks to Tony, but he'll be a big part of why they can do that and why talent isn't moving on.
I think as well they're moving into America, right? And the fact that they're moving into America has been helping them out. They sold over 3,000 tickets to New Japan Dawn, New Beginning. Sorry, New Beginning.
Yeah.
New Japan Pro Wrestling New Beginning. They sold a lot of tickets to that. in Trenton, New Jersey. I was there. It was an amazing show, and a lot of people, including my son, and my wife, they didn't know who these guys were,
Yeah.
and they're like, man, I can't wait to watch these guys again. My son made me get New Japan World, so that way he can watch Zack Sabre, he can watch Yoda Ushi, he can watch Yoda Ice, all that stuff. So I think New Japan's on the rise. Everyone's talking about TNA's on the rise. No one's talking about New Japan and how New Japan's
Yeah,
moving on up.
TNA isn't nowhere on the level of New Japan. TNA isn't even close to CMLL.
No,
So yeah,
they're
but
definitely sitting in the bottom tier right now. I would honestly say uh, TNA is the underbelly of the wrestling world right now.
and I hope they rise. I love TNA, but you're right. You're dead right.
This one, you would like.
Well, this one is one of my favorite things. Although it came at the expense of my boy Claudio Castagnoli, Hechicero defeated him over, I'd just say over the week, and is the new CMLL World Heavyweight Champion. Did you get to see this match?
Yeah, I saw the match. I have actually some footage of it. I wanted to put up, but it was part of the top 10 because he tapped out. He tapped
I want
out.
to say, I want to say one thing that you spoke on. I want to say a few episodes back. Isn't this AEW bleeding onto CMLL TV? Death
Yep.
Riders versus the Callis family.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
what we want to see, right?
And that's
Send
what
it
people
in.
were saying. AEW doesn't really.
It does.
I like remember it was on point taken because I called it out. They said that AEW doesn't really do storylines. That's bullshit because they did at New Japan with Takesha and ELP, and now look at CMLL. So the storyline bleeds in. Everything's beautiful on what they're doing, and that's what WWE needs to do more of. But look, we're not bashing WWE. Okay, we're not. We're holding accountable where other people won't hold accountable. If you don't like our takes, jump into the chat and let us know you don't like our takes. Tell us why you don't like our takes because we would love to hear that. This is a debate show for a reason. And the fact of the matter is when here soon, next week, week after, I believe, one of the two, we're going to have footage of certain things like this, especially, the tap out right there, which was amazing. He tapped out pretty freaking quick. And I wonder how this is going to bleed into Dynamite coming up on Wednesday. Is John going to be pissed about it? Or is he just going to turn the other cheek? You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of questions going in from this. And you know what? At the same time, I'm all for it, man.
I love it. I love it too. I want them to bleed stories into Stardom, into CMLL, into New Japan, and cross. If you could do these and bleed stories throughout the year, it will only make Forbidden Door more intriguing every year.
Every year.
Little stories, leak them like this one, this one. So it's at the end of the year, you're not patching together Forbidden Door that don't make sense. You're taking a story from CMLL we already been watching, a New Japan one, a Stardom one with the ladies, maybe even adding other companies, GCW, MLP, whatever you decide to do. But bleed these stories throughout the year. So if they become intriguing, you could put them on Forbidden Door.
Exactly. And you can do that easily with that. And we got 10 seconds left. So, sorry, folks. I'm trying to draft my team. I got to beat these guys, and that's just not going to happen with the.
Yeah, I just auto drafted my last pick on accident.
That's awesome. I got my last 2 picks are coming up in 15 picks. But there's that bell. And look, like I said, we were going to talk about it. It's a 3-minute. AEW's moving on up. The higher viewership is going on. Highest viewership since June of last year was 730,000 views. Is AEW going to take over NXT this year?
I think they're already killing NXT. I think people just don't want to look at the truth. The truth is this, right? At AEW's lowest, HBO Max would only need 100,000, and they would be beating NXT every week, anyways.
Oh yeah.
So the thing is this, right? If you don't think Now I know this to be true. Just the 10 people around me all watch on HBO Max.
Yep.
My Elite Mob co-hosts
I watch on
both
HBO
watch on Max.
Max.
You watch on Max. It's only ridiculous and dumbness when people be like those numbers. I ain't saying it's 500,000, but what I'm telling you is I left TBS the day it went to HBO Max, and I got replaced because the next week I wasn't missing.
Yep.
Right? If you don't think there's at least enough to put them over 1 million for the past 2 months, you just ain't paying attention. Because I
Not
know they probably 300,000 is light.
well. Look how AEW is one of those companies that's just going to be, you know, growing and growing and growing.
Yeah.
That's all they can do. They're not pulling a WCW. Last week we talked about the cancer is gone,
Yeah.
from what MJF said. And this week we're talking about the viewers are up. Look at the
Yeah.
stories that they got going on.
Yeah.
Look at everything that they got going. This is only 730,000 people watching on cable and satellite.
And this the thing, what people gotta pay attention to, right? Is since the HBO Max, they took a little dive, they've been growing, right? They've been growing just cable, not HBO Max, just cable, right? Now, what people gotta realize is HBO Max is in more homes.
Yep.
It's in more regions. So to just give them a third of this is putting them over 1 million.
Easy, too.
Yeah, now NXT is fighting with them on cable without adding Max. They're not really competing with AEW.
Well,
WWE knows
Paramount's going to make AEW look really good here soon. They're going to
they
make
own
them look really
10%.
good.
Why wouldn't they?
They own 10%. You're right.
Yeah,
Plus they're merging Max and Paramount together, from what I read. So
I made a prediction, and I want to make sure I throw it to you right here, so it's on this as well. Ronda Rousey would be the first woman to break the mold, or first wrestler. What I mean is, she'll get a UFC fight and be signed to AEW eventually, which will tell you nobody cares about WWE versus AEW. The big bank is above them. It's the NFL. It's the UFC.
yep.
It's trust me.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Oh, this one hurts
Now
my soul.
this one sucks ass.
It hurts my
Pardon my
soul.
language.
Hurts my soul.
And we don't know exactly what's happening. We've heard pregnancy rumors. We've heard maybe an injury, but she doesn't look like she was injured during that thing. She was swimming on the floor, walked back up with the Willy Wonka walk. Like she looked like she was pretty good then. So we're thinking pregnancy or maybe an injury after the fact. But they're expecting her to miss the whole 2026 after Ronda calling her out. Do you think that they act like Ronda attacked her and prolong this, or do you think this is a real injury?
I think this might be a real injury. She may even be pregnant. We don't know what's up, But at the same
It's not
time,
like
if this isn't real, this is
damn you, Juice.
Yeah, right, right. Damn you, Juice. But hey, listen, we get a Juice Storm baby. Think about
Yeah.
that freaking kid when it comes to AEW.
That actually would be a dope tag team name if they ever want to do the mixed tags.
Yeah, that
Or
would be
Storm Juice. whatever,
Storm
whatever,
Juice.
whatever you decide to name it.
That'd be great though. But
I
the women's division is gonna be missed without her if she is out for that long.
Can I be devil's advocate?
Go
She
for it.
needed a break. I think it was her character was going the wrong direction recently. I think it'd be better for her to take a break. And that's why I'm hoping this isn't real. I'm hoping
Yeah.
it's kayfabe.
Yep.
Maybe they say Ronda and Marina busted her up and they just gave her a break.
Yeah.
So when she comes back, she's fresh again. You know what I'm saying?
No, I like
just think
that.
yeah, so I'd prefer that, or pregnancy is fine. I'm obviously not against her and Juice having a baby. That's a
Nobody's
blessing.
against that. It's a blessing.
Yeah, I just don't want her to really be hurt, and she didn't look hurt.
Man,
And
you missed out on a bunch of good relievers.
I ain't even looking at this point.
A bunch of good middle relievers. Wow.
I'm gonna be making trades.
I would be picking up some middle relievers if I was you. Anybody that says
Oh, I'm grabbing
60s,
some.
60 to 75 innings. Oh hell yeah, they're giving me a little bit more
I
innings.
got it. The thing I got it. Sorry to debo things. I got it set for relief pitches right now, bro.
Oh,
So
okay. I'm
yeah,
picking my
we
last
good.
two here in a second, or I
Yeah,
don't know.
we good.
But
We
yeah,
good.
no man, this is just gonna hurt the division. Not as much. I mean, Mina stepped up on Wednesday, so there's always good stuff.
Yeah, I would say it if she's really hurt and she has to bounce back, then obviously it's going to be a hit on the division. But they're so loaded right now. They got women signed that haven't even brought out yet. So and I believe Dakota Kai or Charlie or Evie will be there soon, along with probably Priscilla Kelly and maybe another woman or two.
Bree,
Shotzi. You see what I'm saying? So
yep.
that could be all right.
Shotzi
She
just
needs.
lost her title. Damn, I didn't even hit the button. This one doesn't have the automated. Shotzi just lost her title.
I love Shotzi.
This, this.
This is you.
Yeah, this is we're just gonna be quick about this one. Cause the bid is next. Look, they said Bronson Reed. WWE comes out and says Bronson Reed's injury was a deciding factor between the shift, behind the shift of you son of a crackers, behind Cody Rhodes winning again. So do you think that's the truth, or do you like they said at the bottom right here it says Orton versus Rhodes was scheduled after WrestleMania 42, but do you believe that?
Whoa! No, I don't believe none of that, man. I think this was just, and I'm a Cody guy. You see him in the background right there.
Yeah.
I love Cody. I mean, I honestly loved Cody outside of the WWE more than I like the Cody right now. And I ain't mean AEW. I mean everywhere. ROH, anything he was doing.
Oh
Bullet
yeah,
Club.
everything that he
I
was
loved
doing.
everything he was doing. He was a revolutionist. He was revolutionizing things before Seth Rollins. So I like that. This story, though, I believe is complete bullshit. I believe that Cody and Randy was probably always the idea, and because people was complaining so much about the Drew McIntyre, they gave you one of those "let me sign our truth" situations. But they always was gonna get back to the bullshit they wanted to do, which is why their writing is terrible right now.
Oh
And it's
yeah.
and it's not Cody's fault. They was gonna do what they was gonna do, but no, I don't believe that at all.
No, I don't believe that this was a deciding factor. Bronson Reed. I know that they want.
How?
I know they wanted. What's his name? Braun Steiner, Breaker, to be
Yeah.
in the main event of WrestleMania, but at
Which
the
should be Braun Steiner,
it
by the
should be.
way.
Yeah, it
He
should be
should be the
Braun Steiner.
leader of that group that
But
they
I
were
think
always
he's the
giving
one who
last
said
name.
he doesn't want that. I think he wanted to be his own man. But I think
I
that's gonna change when his cousin comes into the ring.
I also believe that's one of those kayfabe situations where I don't want to tell you they made me change my name.
Yeah,
So I just act like I did it
yeah.
because there's another group that can't use names, but the group is made after being
The
able to use
names,
those names.
yeah, it's so
So
dumb. It's so damn dumb. But like my thing, I don't know, man. I don't understand why they're doing this and why they keep playing these games that they've been playing
yeah,
with us and thinking that we're not paying attention. Yeah.
I agree.
So,
I definitely agree on that.
but if this was the plan the whole time, then why the hell did you have Drew lose the title right away?
That's what I'm telling you. I feel like I don't know what it is with them and not wanting to get behind Drew outside of the pandemic era where there's really nobody there to enjoy
You
his
want to know
reign.
what it was? You want to know what it is? He's a Vinnie Mac guy.
That could be true. Leave
That's
it at
what
that.
he was a chosen one for.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
hold on. Wait.
This up here from Brandon Thurston at Post Wrestling. Base 10, a company backed by AEW owner Tony Khan, placed a bid on WWE.
This was back in 2023. All right.
Yeah.
Now, the only reason why I spoke real fast because I didn't want to get hit with the copyright. This was back in 2023, the court findings and everything. This is one of our big long ones because we could talk about this for a good minute. We're going to talk about this for 5 minutes. Sorry about that, folks. 5 minutes on the clock.
wrong reliever, God damn it. But go ahead.
How would WWE today if TK bought a WWE back in 2023?
All right. I'm going to throw a hypothesis I threw out on a video I have not dropped yet, and it will be out probably later tonight. I think Shane McMahon would have been running the WWE. I think that's what their meeting was for. I don't think Tony was ever interested in Shane writing for AEW. I think they had meetings knowing that something else was for sale. And I think that Shane would have loved to chip in and buy that, right? Now
Yeah.
that 6.8 billion says Tony Khan. We know he probably don't have 6.8 billion. So that had to have been more people.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And
There
I
had to
believe
be.
his dad and Shane probably was part of those people. I think had he had bought WWE, Shane probably would be running it. And he still would be focused on AEW and laughing. But I think it would be a McMahon running the WWE. And I think this is why people said back then there was rumors that Vince was trying to buy back the WWE through his son, right?
Yeah.
And I think it was through Tony. I think that the two prodigal sons was gonna buy but I think they just fell short. But I don't think it would look much different because I don't think Shane's much of a writer. He probably would have kept a lot of the writers intact. Tony would have just been making money and laughing about it. I don't think it would
Yeah.
have been much.
Nah, and see, my thing is like, I don't think WWE would switch to an AEW product. I think
No,
WWE would have
it would have stayed the same.
potentially. But if you would have bought it, there would have been some difference. You know, like I could
And
see.
Forbidden Door would definitely be doable
Oh yeah.
between the two.
Oh yeah. Think
Yeah.
about that for a second.
That was the win.
That was
Ospreay versus Rollins,
yeah.
Mox versus Reigns again
Yeah.
or something. I
Yep.
mean, that's the
The
win.
Shield reuniting.
Shield reunion.
Yep. That would have
Hey,
been the shit right there. But you know, coulda, woulda, shoulda. We didn't get it. Sad face. I'm sorry, folks. But it happens, you know. And now we got AEW, and AEW's tearing it up. And you know what? At the same time, I'm thankful that we got AEW because we needed a number two. We needed something to challenge WWE. Now it seems like wrestling is falling into the MLB format where there's minor leagues and then there's the majors, you know?
yeah,
And the indie scene is now being looked at as the minor leagues. How can we look at developmental and keep them going? Well, we're going to be talking about one here in a second. Evil, for instance, feels like he needs to go to AAA. You know, I'm saying AAA baseball, not AAA Lucha Libre. You know,
yeah.
and he feels like he has to go to AAA. So there's a lot to be said back on this. You know, so
Well, I got one question for you.
go ahead.
No one agreed to TKO, knowing that that's a board of people, not anybody that's actually loyal to wrestling,
Yep.
and it's more of a conglomeration of millionaires versus one sole owner. Do you think Tony makes another bid for the WWE in the future?
Potentially. I look.
Is that petty?
I don't think he's petty. I think it's a smart business move
I think so too, but
on
people
his
would say
end.
petty.
But the people who say he's petty is very uneducated. They're the people
I
who've
know.
benefited from the No Child Left Behind Act. They're the ones that are like, George W. Bush is the greatest damn president we ever had in my existence. All right? And they're the same people who are like, oh, I don't know about Bill Clinton, man. You know, that
Yeah.
guy, he was a
He
hippie.
smoked weed,
He
man.
smoked some weed in the Oval
Got a little
Office.
neck in the oval.
He got some
But
nookie. He got that nookie, and yo, that's how shit
I don't
went
know.
down.
No bullshit though. Part of my language,
Nah,
but
you
his
good.
little him and his wife just look crazy. But we ain't gonna get into politics.
Yeah,
When
no.
they got caught, Lord have mercy. On to the next, right?
Man,
On
I
to the
ain't
next.
trying to die, brother. We are good. I can make the voices and everything, but we are good. All right. I'll be like, listen, I did not have sex with that woman, but I did in
Nope.
hell.
Yeah, and I wasn't wearing her dress and that painting neither.
I was not wearing her dress, and I forgot what Princess Diana's name was several times.
That's not true.
That's not true. God damn it. We're going to hell. Listen, folks, we got 5 minutes. All right, we got 5 minutes left of the show. This is where we do the fastest 5 minutes in the damn world. Evil is requesting to go to NXT instead of WWE. Think this is a good move, bad move? What do you think?
Absolutely. He might be released in 60 days if he went to the main roster. I
Yeah.
don't know if he has that much power. There's
Maybe his
dudes
wife
with
does.
Yeah, absolutely. She does. But that's why he made a smart decision. She probably told him, don't do it.
Don't
But
do it. Don't
what
do
I mean is,
it.
yeah, what I mean is this people that in out here, in the States are more revered than him and didn't go straight to the main roster. And if in the ones that did, not all of them did well. So I think this is a great decision for him, especially with somebody else maybe following him, which is Takahashi.
All right, listen, this is a perfect place sign right here. '09 Orton has entered the chat. I feel like we are getting '09 Orton. What do you think?
Man, listen, Randy Orton's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I've never say anything bad about Randy. Give him the belt. I'm
Give
here
him
for
the
it.
belt. That's what he
Break the
said.
record.
Break it. That's what he said. Do it. I did it. All right, we're done with the draft. Hey, look, Dennis Rodman is headed to the WWE Hall of Fame. Do you think he deserves it? Yes or no?
Hate it. This is why the WWE Hall of Fame is a joke.
Well, hold on, time out. How do you hate this? He did a lot of good work with the NWO back in the day.
I know, but WCW, see, that's the thing. He was an NWO WCW guy, and I know they bought it, but he never actually did much in the WWE.
But he
Probably
did.
did more in AEW.
He
than
did more.
in
He
WWE.
did some good stuff in WCW though. That's the reason why.
Yes, and
And like,
I was a WCW guy, and I appreciate all of that, and I loved what he did with the Bulls too. But as for what you did under the WWE,
that's still
nothing.
WCW's part of that. That's why they did it.
But here's the thing: he already stopped doing that when WWE bought it, so he didn't do anything since you purchased it.
Yeah, he has
I
done.
just, I
Yeah,
just don't look at it like we don't need celebrities. Leave it to the wrestlers.
2 years, man. We got 2 years of the Bella Twins. You think the Bella Twins will get their iconic moment, their send off like John Cena, the retirement speech, blah 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 blah, or do you think they're gonna ruin the tag division?
It's hilarious you said iconic because they ain't much different than the Iconics, which people was making fun of. They won't last the 2 years. If they do, it's be because they was only on TV for 6 months.
They're
They're
gonna be
not going to
collecting a
rebrand the
paycheck.
women's. Yeah, they're not going to rebrand the women's division. They're not going to have 5-star matches. They're both beautiful women. I'm fans of both of them, and this isn't me, trying to do what some of these dudes do, just drag women. WWE is so far ahead of them now.
Yeah.
I don't see them bringing much to the women's division other than helping other talent get over, and that's a good thing. I mean, I hope they have fun over there.
Eric and Sarah Rowe are expecting their third child. Congratulations to you guys. That's the slide right there. We had to give it to them. I got 3 kids. I know you got a daughter. It's a fun time. It is. It's a fun
Let
time.
me turn this. You also know I love Vikings. You see Ragnar's up there.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. My dog's name is
Anytime,
Odin. All right.
you know,
My dog's name is Odin. So you know how it is.
I guess when we get off, I guess I'll just take a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I feel that.
Oh,
Listen, WWE profile lists Danhausen at 6'7", 300 pounds, in someplace far away. Very nice, very evil. Do you like this?
I love it because I mean, make it. This is a joke. I mean, and for the people that enjoy that, this is fun. Absolutely. I
This
mean, I
is
got no problem
hilarious.
with. I'm not the biggest Danhausen fan, but if you're gonna go in, you gotta go all the way in, and this is the way to do it.
This is funny. I think this is funny because
Yeah.
I've been saying Omas is original Grande Americano forever now, since day one. So this right here is funny to me.
I like
And
it.
listen, hey, we finished that shit with 44 seconds left on the clock. We did pretty damn good
Nice.
on that one. Hey,
Oh,
folks,
yeah.
thank you guys for tuning in. Mob, let them know where they can find you guys.
Man, head on over to Mob Squad 508. That's the YouTube, or use the QR code over there. Feel free to follow, subscribe. I'll definitely follow back. Also, go over to Mike and Ant Sports Talk, which is the sports show. But more importantly than even the YouTubes, right now, the branding is real. The top 3 is real, right? Thursdays, this same channel, the Run In Podcast. or catch it on YouTube via Big Mike. I don't know his exact but I'm sure Spec can send it over to you. Saturdays, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, same channel, Point Taken. Clip videos, share your favorite things, send in your topics, ask us things we want to talk about, or just send whatever you want. If you ever want to be on it, it's a tough line to get into, but definitely throw your dot so you can get in that order. Lastly, good evening, IWC. 7 p.m. every Sunday. That's Eastern Time. That's me and Sped, same channel. That's the big three, Thursday through Sunday. Make sure you subscribe to everybody, follow everybody, and we appreciate all your support. That's all I really got to say.
Hey, so Wednesday is for on Spedrock Productions here on Twitch. Wednesday is the first episode of the whole damn mess. It starts at 8 o'clock at night. It's TC. He's a Coast Guard veteran, and myself, Army veteran. We're bringing back a old school feel for you guys. You guys remember the best damn sports show period? We're bringing that back. We're talking baseball. We're talking football. We're talking basketball, hockey, March Madness, a little bit of wrestling, but mainly sports, folks. So tune in. Like he said, tune in Thursdays. EC, as you know, Big Mike. Link in the description if you want to go to the YouTube down there. Link in the description. Hit it up. Or not in the description, in the bio. I'm sorry. Hit it up on Twitch. But yeah, be here every Saturday, 3 p.m. The DDDs are fucking nuts, all right? And they will be sending you guys off yet again here in a minute.
DDDs might have a little show coming for y'all soon.
Oh, very soon. That's happening. Be easy. Peace.
That's a wrap, folks. Follow and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Hey, Pepe, turn on something from Spedrock Productions.